Hey everybody, welcome back to the Mumkey and BIGS show. I am Mumkey.
Wait, we're actually gonna do this?
I don't think... I mean, it looks like it can hear us, but I highly doubt it can properly hear us.
It'd be funny if we just record like 10 minutes and then made it really slow.
Or this could be the cold open if it doesn't sound like complete ass. But BIGS and I
it's definitely going to. It's gonna sound terrible.
It's 12:55 a.m., so that means the nighttime. And BIGS and I are sitting at a booth at Perkins, and BIGS just ordered all-you-can-eat pancakes.
So we'll be here for a couple hours.
So this will be the longest episode of any podcast you've ever heard, because we're not leaving or stopping until BIGS eats all his pancakes.
What's my record so far? I think it was like 9.
Yeah, 9 plates.
God.
Well, we'll see you all when we get back home to do the real podcast. We'll let you know how BIGS did with his pancakes. Say bye, BIGS.
Bye, BIGS.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Perkins Podcast, the only podcast recorded exclusively inside of a Perkins at 1 in the morning. I am your host, BIGS Bigsington, joined as always by a plate of pancakes!
Blub.
See,
Did pancakes blub?
I don't know if they blub. They do look as flat as BIGS' girlfriend's chest, if you know what I'm saying, brother.
What girlfriend?
I'm saying your GF has the flattest tits I've ever seen.
I have a GF?
Now, BIGS, on a tier list of cold openings, we have to do a ranking between Forrest Gump Jukebox Musical. What did we do last episode that everybody said was terrible? What did I do? Some horrible joke?
It was the worst joke. I don't remember it though.
And then
It
this
was
episode,
almost as bad as having to re-record 4 times for the Forrest Gump joke though.
well, and then this episode we recorded inside of a Perkins, and I imagine 90% of people stopped listening because they assumed the entire episode would be recorded at Perkins. So if you're still listening, you are one of the measly few. That's what we should call our audience now, the measly few.
They're no longer the pathetic list.
Oh, they're still on it. They're just the measly few now. I think that would be
measly few on the pathetic list.
Yeah. I mean, I think John Tron used to call the Game Grumps fans cum faggots or something like that, but our fans could be the measly few.
Okay.
Or they could be the cum faggots. I don't know.
Well, you really want to steal content?
No, I would never want to steal content. Hey, speaking of stealing content.
You're welcome for that segue.
Oh, what am I gonna, like a hoverboard segue? I'm gonna go around town like a white and nerdy music video?
Did I say the wrong word?
Oh, that reminds me of the other cold open I wanted to do for this episode. Thanks for ruining that segue with something even dumber, because you're gonna love this. BIGS, if the story of BIGS Bigsington was a jukebox musical, which Weird Al Yankovic song do you think BIGS would begin each day singing as he gets out of bed and looks in the mirror? In the Weird Al BIGS Bigsington jukebox musical, which song would BIGS Bigsington sing?
What's the spin-off of the Michael Jackson song? Isn't there one about eating?
The correct answer was white and nerdy, BIGS. I just said that 2 minutes ago. It's not fat. It's not eat it. It's
that's it. Just eat it.
The answer, what I'm hoping would happen, and the measly few in the comments, let me know if this is how your brain operated. My hope was everybody would assume the correct answer was fat, and then...
Wait, there's a song called Fat, too?
Have you seen the music video for Fat, when Weird Al's in the giant fat suit?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that's a good video. I was hoping everybody would instantly think of that, so then the lay epic Reddit switcheroo answer of white and nerdy would be the lay epic punchline to the joke. Because BIGS is not even white, nor is he nerdy. He's a Mexican Chad.
Why would you get rid of my privileged half? It's good to always have that half in the back of my mind so I can use it for...
The white half?
The white half, yeah. Like
the Walter White half.
Like being able to use public water fountains and stuff.
Now, if Walter White is the one who knocks and Biggs is only half white, what do? You are the one who
Rings the doorbell.
Is that a Mexican custom to ring the doorbell and be polite?
No, I think they just walk in.
Biggs, but before we go into all the political juice stuff, and I guess we'll have time codes because I'm going to put Political Juice's name in the title of this episode because I know for a fact that he's going to listen to it if his name's in it. So, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe this will be for the measly few, and if Juice Boy wants to hear the part when we talk about him, he has to listen to this entire fucking episode. I'm not putting a time code. He has to listen to the whole thing.
But can we name this episode the exact title of the college video?
No, I want to put political juice in it so that we'll get into that shit later. I want to talk about Biggs. You are half Mexican. You've lived in a white household, a Polish household all your life. But you recently told me, and this was news to me, that you actually do have a large Mexican component of the family, which evidently isn't even related to you by blood. It's like an uncle's girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
I want to hear you always hear about the halfies, you know, the mixed race people who feel like, oh, I don't belong in anything. Oh, the white people treat me like shit for being half Mexican, and the Mexicans treat me like shit for being half white. So I'm curious to know your biracial experience hanging out with this Mexican family. Do they treat you like one of their own?
Well, to set the record straight, it's my uncle's wife's family. It's her side of the family because she's full-blooded Mexican. They're all full-blooded Mexicans.
So, are you related by blood at all?
By marriage? No, technically by marriage, but I'm not even related to that uncle by blood because it was through adopted. Because basically, my family is a bunch of kids that got adopted by one woman, and then
who?
My grandma.
Your grandma adopted a bunch of kids?
Yeah.
Wait, you're not related to your grandma?
No.
What?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
So
and that doesn't even have to do with being biracial. Even if you were white, it would still be true. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know any blood-related grandparents at all. I don't know any of them. But,
well, you're better off because all of mine died except for one. And it was pretty
they
lame.
saved the best for last.
Yeah.
So anyways, we kind of had a small conversation about it, but basically it's kind of half and half. Like, I haven't really hung out with them a ton recently, but we used to do like big dinners and stuff with them a lot.
Now, what kind of food are they bringing to these dinners?
What do you think?
Is it literally? It's just tacos and burritos? The person of culture short film, when the teacher is being racist and says, "Oh, it's a short film about your life." What is it? An endless stream of tacos and quesadillas? You're telling me that was not offensive?
100% accurate.
So the teacher was right to say that it's in no way should anybody be canceled for that joke.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways, I would go over there, and it would be one or two things.
What kind of music are they playing?
It sounds like the circus is rolling through town.
Oh, it's not mariachi shit.
Well, that's what the circus music is, basically.
It's
You've never heard Mexican music called a circus music?
I've been to the circus, and they do not play fucking Mexican music.
Bruh, when you see like...
Don't bruh me, you motherfucker.
Bruh.
God damn it.
When you got like one of those big Cadillacs from like the 70s because they can't afford a new one, rolling up with these giant rims that they probably stole, playing Mexican music, wow. It sounds just like a circus is rolling through town.
I don't understand that comparison at all.
I don't know how you've never heard that their music is compared to Mexican.
When have you gone to a circus that sounded Mexican? Were you in Mexico?
Have you ever been to a Mexican festival?
Fuck no.
Circus?
I live in Iowa.
They have them here. You know the little miniature circus thing that they set up on the south side in front of the mall? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, with the
Who do you think runs it?
The shitty amusement park rides?
It's a bunch of Mexicans.
I thought you said your little brother ran that shit.
No, they ran different ones around Iowa.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, back to the topic. Whenever I go over there, it was either instantly pulling me in, feeding me a bunch of tacos and chalupas and whatnot, and having a grand old time.
So you were one of their own?
Yes. Or I was barely recognized and just kind of was there, kind of like a ghost, I guess. Like,
But
nobody really paid attention.
How could both of those things be true? They just changed their opinion of you?
Yes. It was just, I don't know what caused it, but sometimes it was like, oh yeah, there's Biggs. Biggs is back, one of us. And other times it's like, oh, he's here. Okay.
Maybe it's like in the summertime when the sun is nice and hot on you, you got more of a tan skin, and then in the winter you're kind of
During
a ghost.
the winter, I'd turn back white, and they're like,
Yeah. In the winter you're more of a gringo, and they don't want anything to do with you.
Well,
Do they call you a gringo?
it's a bit more white than green in the winter, don't you think? The green kind of
No,
goes.
that was the kind of joke where we have an awkward silence. You didn't need to continue explaining it. We get it.
But the punchline was the green goes.
The punchline is I'm gonna punch you.
That's not a new thing.
Green go is where the term green go came from. Because you had to have the green card. And they say green go.
But green
You're like, oh,
goes,
are these white men Pokemon? They keep saying green go. That must be what their name is. I'm Biggs. That's my Mexican logic. Biggs, you're disgusting.
yeah, I know this.
You want to talk about Juice Boy now that we forced them to listen to that? Or do
Well,
you still have more to say about being Mexican?
We could force more out of this.
Oh yeah,
Juice it
let's
for-
make it as terrible as possible, so that he has to just bear through it. Okay, so let's talk about One Piece. Biggs' favorite
Oh, we
character.
could talk about One Piece. I kind of know a tiny bit of lore now.
Okay, what do you know about One Piece? Biggs has seen maybe 3 One Piece videos while sitting on his phone. Let's see what he picked up.
So, apparently the Blackbeard pirates are going to fight the Straw Hats, but they're waiting until both team gets 10 people. But they're not going to reveal the 10th for the Blackbeards until the Straw Hats find their 10th, but they already think they know who the 10th
The Straw
is.
Hats already have 10.
Then what was he talking about?
He's Mr. Morge. He's a YouTuber.
Is he behind?
Behind what?
Behind on the facts.
No, no,
'Cause
no,
He said
no.
they hadn't had 10 yet.
You might. He was talking about it chronologically, so when you heard that part, it was probably true for the section of story he was referring to. But in the modern day, there are 10 Straw
Who
Hats
said
already.
we were talking about modern day?
Wait, so you're reviewing One Piece from the middle of the story?
Yeah.
Okay. You're correct. The Blackbeard pirates probably will fight the Straw Hat pirates, Biggs. That's it's a big step in your One Piece fandom. You know so much now.
I do.
Do you have a favorite Straw Hat now?
What are their names? What's the one with the...
Just look at the poster and point it out, and I'll tell you which one. Which one of those guys on that poster is your favorite? You
Who's
got,
the one in the green bikini? I like her.
oh, that's Nami. Yeah, that's good
Yeah,
taste.
we'll go with her.
I mean, she's of the 2 women on the crew, she is my least favorite woman, but she's still pretty good. I'm a big Nico Robin fanboy. What can I say? Well, now can we move on to Juice Boy, or are we going to keep
Well,
teasing that?
Nico, didn't he say Nico was like an outcast in the middle of the story? Or
Yes,
something?
yes,
and
yes.
that they didn't like her, so now she's in the Straw Hats? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she joined
Officially?
she joined the crew because she was basically a nomad. She would just drift from group to group, and she was going to do that with the Straw Hats, but then they proved that they are willing to risk their lives to save her, and that they consider her a nakama. And now,
What does that mean?
I think it means friend, but
Because
evidently it means a
One
lot of
Piece
shit.
video, and the girl on the video called us her nakamas.
Nakama Tachi, which is that was so cringe I had to stop watching whatever the fuck her One Piece video was about.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Nakama I get, but once you start adding on other Japanese shit, now it's just too weeb for me. But to be
So
fair,
I
that
assume the other chick is at the top. That's the one you're talking about?
yeah,
Okay.
she is also like in her late 20s. So, and Nami I think is like 17. So Biggs,
Oh. I didn't cob check. I'm sorry.
after the time skip, I think they're all adults. So you can jerk off to the skeleton, you can jerk off to the robot, you can jerk off to any of them legally. So yeah, you want to talk about Juice Boy? Or what is the least interesting or perhaps most disturbing and disgusting topic off the top of your head that we can just riff about for 3 minutes to keep Juice Boy on the edge of his seat?
We could keep talking about One Piece. That's pretty
No,
disgusting.
I've had
to me.
enough talking about One Piece. We could
But
talk
what
about
about the whole Odin theory?
Oh yeah, what is your take on the Odin theory? I would love to
Personally,
know.
I think it's the one thing that you kept saying, no, it's time travel. What were they saying? Like somebody is using something to like appear as them?
There are multiple different theories as to how Kazuki Odin appeared at the end of chapter 1007, Biggs. I have two that I prefer. I like the time travel one, and
But
I like
there-
the Conjuro
there was
one.
something-
The other ones are fucking stupid.
Yeah, what was the one where they were like,
Katarina Devon is fucking stupid. The one with the Tanuki teapot transforming is stupid.
that thing,
No, there's two
that's
different
it.
ones. There's the fox. They think the fox transformed, and fucking Mr. Morge, who I respect, had the fucking lowest IQ take I've ever seen. He thinks Thomas fucking Tanuki teapot transformed into Odin. Are you fucking high? How can you possibly think that? Are you fucking retarded?
he's obviously smarter than you.
Well, I mean, in lots of other ways, but this was his lowest IQ take of all fucking time.
So-
Thomas Teapot would not be able to mimic Odin's fucking laugh and speech pattern because he never would have met him. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, that's my theory.
Wait,
But that's
the
just
teapot?
That's just a One Piece theory.
You're going with the teapot theory?
Yeah, because it's your least favorite.
Teapot is crackpot, my friend.
I hope it's true. I hope that's the
There's
one.
absolutely
and you are
no
just
way.
absolutely furious about it. I hope I get a
Do you want to
snap.
bet? Do you want to place a fucking bet on this One Piece plot twist? Do you want to bet how much money that it is the teapot?
I bet one kiss.
Like a Hershey's kiss or
No.
an anal pucker?
Perhaps on the lips.
How about instead of one kiss, you bet one piece
So
of,
I have to,
of your
I have
ass?
to read 100 chapters of One Piece if I'm wrong.
No.
I like how this whole time you've been trying to get me to do it, and now you're just like, nah.
Well, once I found out you binged watched 4 seasons of Modern Family, I realized you're never gonna take the time to read One Piece. You clearly would rather watch literally anything else. So
I mean, I'm almost finished with JoJo. I only have like a part and a half left.
how long are these parts?
That's only like 144 episodes.
How many
Total.
manga chapters are each of these JoJo parts?
I have no idea. Part 1 was like 9 episodes. Part 2
Wait, they're
was
super
7.
short?
No. The first one was. Because season 1 was 2 different parts. Part 1 was
Diamond is Forever?
9 episodes. Part 2 was like 17 or something. And then part 3 was, what was it? It was like 48, 49 episodes just for part 3. Part 4 is like 39, and part 5 is 39. And there's still part 5, which isn't out as an anime yet. I'm midway through part 4, which is Diamond is Unbreakable.
Oh, not Diamond is whatever the fuck I said.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are they divided into parts? Do they have different main characters
Yes.
That seems really strange.
It's the lineage of the Joestars throughout each part, and it's actually before I watched it, I looked at JoJo and I saw like different scenes, and I'm like, yeah, I could never like this. But now that I'm this deep, it's like one of my favorites, honestly.
I mean, I'm surprised that the parts are so fucking short. The Wano arc of One Piece on its own is going to be longer than the entirety of JoJo. Like all of the parts. Just one arc out of One Piece is longer than the whole fucking show. So I guess it must have a really fast pace for being 40 episodes for one part, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to compare it to the One Piece anime, because the One Piece anime is dog shit. But in terms of manga, I'd be curious to see how long how many chapters they are.
Araki is a genius, I would have to say.
Who isn't a genius, Biggs?
The way he fits all of that into 40 episodes, and then it just moves on like nothing happened, is like, I don't know.
Well, the mangaka does not make the anime, Biggs. They have very little to do with it. He's busy probably drawing the manga itself. He doesn't decide how the anime people convert it into episodes and shit.
Yeah, but he's part of the anime too. Like he
Did he put in the to be continued Lay Epic meme music in the manga, Biggs?
Have you even heard the outro music of part 5? That's some like 90s R&B music. Who chose that?
Nah, I want more 70s prog rock, thank you. That's the anime for me. You want to talk about Game of Thrones now that I finished it?
Yeah, we kept forgetting to talk about that.
Yeah, people, I mean, I don't know if anybody really cares. My initial thoughts when I finished the series was, it was fine. I don't see why everybody was so pissed. And then I started watching all the video reviews so that I could really enlighten my brain. And long story short, now I don't even know what to think. Because, yeah, I watched all the Mauler videos and the fucking Ralph the Movie Maker videos and all these things. And now I understand how the characters completely went to shit. Not that I didn't notice myself. I was like, oh yeah, Jamie. Why the fuck is Jamie gonna fuck this big giant bitch and then go back to his sister?
Yeah, it
that
made
was retarded.
no sense.
Yeah.
Why? Why would they do that?
So there's
He
lots
had
of
such a great character arc, and then they just tanked it for no reason.
right. But here's where I'm starting to get confused. Is that I recognize how they fucked up all these characters, but then I'm watching all these videos, and people are saying that like my favorite parts of the show were also bad. People are saying that the season 4 finale, when Tyrion kills his father, they're saying that was terrible compared to the books. And now I'm thinking, well, if literally my favorite season is also terrible compared to the books, maybe the whole fucking show is bad and I should just read these books. But then there's 3 more books to come out and the dude hasn't written anything in 10 years and he's gonna be dead in fucking 5 years? There's not even any fucking point. The story will never be over. There will never be a satisfying ending, so there's not even any point in giving a shit. So that's why I've come full circle and I say, you know what? The show is the only ending we will literally ever get, so I will accept it for what it is and move the fuck on. If he finishes the books, I will read them, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, he's not gonna finish the books. And honestly, like, they should have never made the final season because they had no source material to go off of.
Evidently,
and that's where it went south.
They said seasons 5, 6, 7, and 8 they didn't have source material. Can you believe that? I thought seasons 5 and 6 were okay. Battle of the Bastards was cool. That was one of the best episodes of the whole show.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever, because people are like petition for a new final season. I don't foresee that happening. Like, they said maybe, but I just can't see it. And even if they did, I don't think it would live up to anyone's expectations. And we really shouldn't have expectations because we don't know how it ends anyways, because Martin hasn't written it yet.
Yeah. And, I remember I wanted to talk about Arya Stark because we talked about how I thought she was a great, strong female character. And then somebody in the comments said, oh, just you wait, Monkey Man. Just wait till you see how strong of a character they make her. And I'm like, okay. And then, like, she just remains being a stoic badass the whole time and kills the Night King. And I'm like, what was that guy trying to imply? Does that mean she's not strong anymore? Why did he think I would be disappointed? Just because she gets naked?
I don't know if that's what he would... What did he say exactly?
He said just wait and see how much of a strong female character Arya is by the end.
See,
and she remains as strong, even if she's not as well written.
To me, that doesn't sound sarcastic. I think he was just pointing towards her killing the Night King and like being awesome.
I assume every comment I ever get is sarcastic.
No, I don't think so. Because that sounds more like just wait until she kills the Night King. Monkey.
So he's actually really hyped about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of people were super hyped that she was the one that did it.
And evidently that's what George R.R. Martin has planned anyway, right? That's what they're saying?
I guess.
That he like told them some things about the ending and they put it in the show.
So what was your immediate reaction to seeing Arya start to strip on camera? I remember your reaction.
Oh, were you there when I saw it?
Yeah.
So I remember I referred to Arya as Quasimodo and I completely forgot where I got that from. And then in the exact instant that she stripped naked, I remember I was scrolling through 4chan one day after the finale aired, and I had no idea what all this shit was about. And somebody posted that image of her stripping naked and said, wow, I can't believe we got to see Quasimodo's tits. And that made me laugh so fucking hard that I just started calling her Quasimodo, and then I forgot why I called her that until I saw the scene. And I was like, oh shit, she is Quasimodo with tits.
He then went on to say, of all characters in the show, she is the last person they needed to make or give a nude scene.
Yeah, like, what is Sansa doing? She's got some big old biddies over there. Why isn't she not stripping them off and shit?
Well, I assume, I can't remember her real name. I assume she was against being nude on film.
No,
So
she shouldn't have been.
That was probably the biggest part.
Who else do we not get to see naked that we should have? I want to see Jamie's dong. I want to see... really, that's about it for me. Who do you want to see naked?
You didn't want to see Tyrion's dong?
I would be curious to see how, the ratio of a little person to dick size works out. Because I imagine he probably has like a 9-incher down there. He's probably huge.
Like it's as long as his legs?
Yeah, like his dick is probably like 4 of his dick would be his total body. And what other man can you say that about, other than me?
That's just because you're really short.
Juice boy, I'm going downstairs. Juice boy, I'm going upstairs. That's the best strategy of the game. Gotta go to the juice boy. You know that song?
I think that's a segue into the next part of this podcast.
Juice boy, I'm going upstairs. Juice boys, I'm going downstairs. That's the best strategy in the game. Gotta go to juice boy. That's from Pause Balls.
I have no idea what that is.
A Game Grumps remix from 8 years ago.
Why do you remember that?
Because it's catchy. Pause balls, I'm going downstairs. Pause ball. Because every time he would go up and down the stairs in the game, the balls would pause. And then they sang about it, and then some guy remixed it. We're talking about Game Grumps remixes now, because Juice Boy is still listening.
So, what do you have to say about the Game Grumps? I can't say I've watched or heard anything about them in like 5 years.
I have not been keeping up with them either. I think they're doing Mario Maker again, and that Ross made a bunch of levels, so that might be worth checking out. Okay.
We could talk about Check It Out.
Okay, yeah. Tell me, what is your review of Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule?
Well, initially I thought it was really great, and it is really great. My opinion on that is the same. But then we got to a chunk of episodes where all he did was blow chunks.
He just kept vomiting.
And it really made me not want to watch him throw up this mashed up oatmeal out of his throat.
How can you be that upset about John C. Reilly pretending to be retarded and just spitting up oatmeal? You don't think that's funny?
It made me sick. It made me want to do literally anything else. I almost wanted you to put on another One Piece podcast.
Another One Piece analysis YouTube video?
Yeah, like I would have rather have seen that than watch him sit on the toilet with fake poop noises, with him puking out this oatmeal substance all over to himself.
While he's in the back room of a gay bar.
Like a gay bar full of leather daddy bears. And I'm like, what? I could be doing something else right now.
People who don't know what this show is must think we are crazy. If you guys haven't seen Check It Out with Dr. Steve Brule, you should go check it out. With Dr. Steve Brule. It's on HBO Max. I have it because my brother pays for it. You want to get into Juice Boy?
Yeah,
folks, we got some big Juice Boy updates. I know most people probably don't really know what this political Juice Boy shit is, even though we've been talking about it for like over a year now.
Can we just start calling him the Kool-Aid?
No, I like calling him Juice Boy. It's funny.
Yeah, but everybody's like, don't drink the Kool-Aid on the left or on the right. And he's political juice, so it just makes sense that we'd start calling him Kool-Aid.
Do you think he drank the Kool-Aid?
Maybe.
Well, here's the story, and I'll do a very, very brief recap because we've talked about this a million times. There's a YouTuber called Political Juice who made some videos.
Not anymore.
He made some videos that I thought were pretty interesting and funny, including the freshman year college experience video that's like 3 hours long that I think is one of the best videos ever made. But then, as the years went by, he cultivated an audience of sort of Ben Shapiro types, like the Ben Shapiro fanboys who were like, yeah, we got to own the libs and drink the lib tears, and Trump is our one true God and all that shit. And Juice Boy kind of grew out of that mindset in his first few years of college and realized, I might be more of a conservative, economically and how the government should run. But all of this tribal bullshit is it's not for me. So he tried to clean up his image and delete all the old videos that were sort of partaking in the own the libs mentality. And he started making 6-hour videos about what civil society should look like and what the pursuit of happiness means and all this shit. That was still, I mean, it was interesting, but it was not as good as the other stuff in my opinion. But now, Juice Boy has deleted his entire channel and his Twitter and I think he deleted his Patreon and everything. He has decided to move on with his life, which is, you know, that's his decision to make. The issue is he has gone full nuclear in trying to remove any evidence that he ever existed on the internet, and he is prepared with like a fucking team of lawyers to take down anybody who even mentions that he exists, which is why I'm so excited to put political juice in the title of this video, because I know we'll probably have a crack team of fucking retard lawyers listening to us. So if you hear this in court, lawyer, you can literally, right in front of the judge right now, get down on your knees and suck my fucking monkey cock. I want you to play this in the courtroom right now, because I did not commit any crimes, and you can suck my big fat dick. Anyway, let's move on. So Juice Boy deletes all that shit, and it just so happens that we have, I think the 4th video we ever posted on this channel was a Spyro Let's Play episode 3, and the title of it was Political Juice, and we talked about Juice Boy all the way back in the day before all this shit went down, basically.
Was back when, wasn't that around when you first found him and you like were fanboying about him?
No, Amp Lemon showed him to me when he posted the college video like 3 or 4 years ago. So I've known about Juice Boy since basically the beginning of his channel. But since we have this, if you type in political juice on YouTube, now that his channel has been deleted, the first thing that pops up is our fucking Let's Play.
Really?
Yeah, so now the comment section of our Spyro Let's Play titled Political Juice, the comment section is just people asking, what happened to Juice Boy? Oh, I can't believe this is the only place we can talk about political juice. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And there's this one guy who said, oh, guess what, everybody? I downloaded every single Political Juice video. I have all of them. Even the deleted episodes. I have all the podcasts. All you have to do is add me on Discord and I'll send them to you. And he's like replying that to everybody in our comment section. And then I find out from one BIGS Bigelow that we received an email.
Not just one, 2.
We received emails. From one Mr. Juice Boy himself. So I'm gonna read that email real quick. Wait, do you want to read this, Biggs? I've been talking a lot. You do your Juice Boy impression.
I'm not doing that. I'll just read it. It says, hello, this is the representative of Political Juice, currently known as Choose Liberal Democracy.
Oh yeah, I should say, before he deleted his channel, he did change the name of his channel like 5 times. He changed it to like Broken Juice Bottle and then Choose Liberal Democracy. And now I think the channel is back, but it's completely empty and it just says collection. And I can only see that because I'm still subscribed to the channel. But yeah, he kept changing the name for some reason. I don't understand what he was trying to do during his downward spiral there.
Okay, so it says, I have recently closed down the channel and am running across various copyright issues. Around 2 years ago, your channel uploaded a video titled Political Juice Spyro Reignited number 3. Found here, and they put in the link.
I'm glad he sent us a link to our own video.
Yeah. While I have no objections to the content of your video itself, various commenters have started posting information seeking to circumvent ordinary copyright laws and obtain unauthorized access to my old videos, violating DMCA laws. One representative example from the comments section, quote unquote, I have all of his videos, old and new. If you want to save it, post your Discord username.
What a Chad.
Given that, I would like to leave this portion of my online life behind, which is why the videos are deleted. I was wondering if you would be gracious enough to disable the comments on that particular video and stop users from trying to organize and steal/share unauthorized copies of my content. I hope in good faith that you can respect this decision of mine to leave this area of my past behind. I would appreciate a response in the next 48 hours. Very respectfully, PJ.
And you said that he sent us 2 emails, but it was just literally that email twice.
But the second one includes the 48 hours.
Oh, he didn't have that the first time?
No.
Oh, well, I guess here's your response, Juice Boy. Here's your 48-hour mandated response. Go fuck yourself. I'm not going to disable my comment sections ever because you are afraid of my fans talking about your videos. Literally get over yourself and go fuck yourself, you fucking baby. Oh, please disable your comment section. They're sharing their Discord usernames in your chat. Oh, get fucked.
Yeah, it's like you really can't expect us to care about that for one.
No, but here's... So the guy who's sharing all the Discord info and he says he has all the videos, it just so happened that the day before I found out about Juice Boy's email, I added that guy on Discord and got all the videos.
Uh-oh.
So Juice Boy, I know you're kind of freaking out about these videos existing, but I have every single video and podcast you've ever made right here on my desktop, and they're not going anywhere, and there's nothing you can do about it. So get fucked again. Copyright law, I don't know exactly how it works, but if you post a YouTube video and then decide you don't want that video to exist at all, you're kind of just fucked. Like, there's nothing you can do. Once you post a video on the internet, you can't delete it. That's where Juice Boy is fucking up. He literally thinks he has the power to delete something from the internet. And the more he tries to do it, the more I want to keep these things alive. Not only because I appreciate his work, even though he doesn't anymore, but because he doesn't have the right to say whether or not a piece of art is allowed to exist on the planet Earth. He has no authority over that, even if he made the video. It is now our video. If he no longer wants to have ownership of it and he wants to delete it and pretend it doesn't exist, guess what? The way copyright law works is that after so many fucking years, it goes into the public domain. But if the fucking artist is disavowing their own art and does not want it to exist, am I supposed to wait the 73 years of copyright law before I'm allowed to fucking watch this YouTube video? I don't think so, Juice Boy. I think I'm gonna download it and fucking watch it whenever the fuck I want. Fuck you. Anyway, I added that guy on Discord. And I got some interesting insight from him because he's been battling Juice Boy for quite a long time, evidently. But he says Juice Boy's rampage is not just on YouTube. He says not only does he copy strike on YouTube, he also copy strikes on BitChute, Mega, GoFile, etc. The latter two being file sharing websites. Heck, he even copy strikes comments on Reddit merely linking to a re-upload. This fucker is DMCA takedowning Reddit comments. Not even a re-upload of his work, but a comment linking to it. He's getting them DMCA taken down. He's a fucking scumbag. If anybody's thinking, oh, Mumkey's a true villain here, Juice Boy did no wrong. This guy is DMCA takedowning all these innocent people who just want to share a video that he is trying to delete from the internet. Who is the villain here? The guy who's trying to censor art and delete it, or the people who are trying to say, hey, here's this thing that is available for free and I think everybody should watch it?
He's a real current day Dr. Frankenstein. He created the monster and he hated it, didn't want it anymore, but the whole time he was the villain. It's not the monster's fault it was created, he made it.
Yeah, and the monster will live on even when the doctor dies, and you just have to live with that, or I guess die with that.
The internet's forever. Once something's out there, it's not going away.
Yeah, just because you say you want this part of your life to be behind you, that is so irrelevant to the other 8 billion people on this planet. You think all 8 billion of us should just accept, oh, Juice Boy wants these videos gone forever. I guess we should just do what he wants.
Yeah, he's literally trying to like rewrite history to where it never happened. It's like, that's not how it works.
My boy, you need to build a time machine if you don't want these videos to exist. They do. If you post videos and they get hundreds of thousands of views and you're a fucking mega success, you do not have the right or the ability to pretend like it never happened. Juice Boy will be part of your life forever because these videos are never going away. I'm not going to try to dox you. In fact, I don't give a shit about who you are, what your name is, where you live, what you look like. I don't give a single fuck. I just want to have access to watching these funny videos that I enjoy, and I'm not going to let you take that away from me. No matter what. No matter what, you will not have that power over me, Juice Boy, and you will not have that power over anybody else. Anybody who wants to see these videos will, and you can't stop it. You just have to live with it. You made them, you posted them, that's the end of it. Every video I've ever made will exist forever, and there's nothing I can do about it, and I don't really give a fucking shit. People can re-upload anything I've ever made, and I will never DMCA take down it because I'm not a fucking pansy-ass pussy bitch like you, Juice Boy. Literally suck my cock in court with your lawyer.
Yeah, and one thing that people never really understand is the more you try to fight something, the more the opposing side wants to win.
Yeah.
So like,
especially when it comes to like free speech and expression, like we're trying to advocate for.
yeah, so something like this, like you want your videos down, sure, but you're fighting so hard that the other side is like, they're just gonna start fighting twice as hard to keep these up. Like before, your uploads are on what, like 1 or 2 other YouTube channels. Now I guarantee you, there's hundreds of YouTube channels out there with re-uploads that you're gonna have to spend all of your time trying to take down, and for what?
Oh.
There's still going to be more out there.
The rest of his life will be dedicated to these DMCA takedowns because it's never going to end. Until he accepts that these videos are not going away, it will never end. You can take down the same video 100,000 times. I will post it 100,001 times. You can't stop it. You cannot stop it. You would have to work endlessly, day and night, 24/7 for the rest of your life to DMCA take down the entire fucking internet. So just give up and literally move on. Stop getting people's channels taken down and their fucking Reddit accounts and Twitter's banned and shit because you posted a video that you now no longer like. Go fuck yourself.
And it goes along with the whole idea of like cyberbullying and crap too, because like people will get mad that people are making fun of them online, so they'll start butting heads with them and stuff like that, you know. But then it's just going to make them want to do it more because that's what they want. They want a reaction out of you. And now that he's having such a nuclear reaction, they're loving it. Everyone, like you, for instance, you're loving this. You're like, all right, go ahead, try it. Do it. Come at me.
I accept the challenge.
It's not going to stop. And people just need to realize if you just stop and give up and move on, it's going to be fine.
The comment section of our Spyro Let's Play was the last place on the internet that people were talking about Juice Boy. And even that was a bridge too far. A video that came out 2 years ago with 4,000 views. He says, oh, I better email them. I better file a DMCA takedown of a fucking Let's Play where they don't even show my shit. They just talk about me. Better go fucking nuts and email them twice and demand a 48-hour response. No! That's not how you do it, because now we're talking about you again. Now way more people are going to know about this shit because you keep trying to fight it. If you didn't email us, you didn't DMCA take down anything, I don't think we would be talking about you right now. I don't think we would have even mentioned you on the show in the first place. We probably would have said, hey, this college video is great, go check it out, and that would have been the end of it. But now, since you're trying to take everything down, you just keep perpetuating your own story. If you want to move past this, then stop thinking about it, stop acting on it, and find a new fucking hobby, you absolute fucking mongoloid loser! Anyway, I'm done screaming. I'm just screaming for fun because I'm mad, but really, Juice Boy, you disappointed me, and that guy who is adding everybody on Discord and sending them the videos, I'm going to pin his comment if he comments on this. So DMCA, take down this video, Juice Boy, I fucking dare you. See what happens. I'll repost this fucking podcast. We don't show any of your footage in here. You can't do shit about it. What's he going to do? What part of this podcast is he going to claim when he tries the DMCA takedown?
We used his name in the title.
Good. Not against the rules?
Maybe we should copyright Political Juice. That way he can't do it.
That would be a good idea if we bought the rights to all of his shit. I mean, technically, now that he has removed all of his videos from his channel, if they all did get re-uploaded in some way, like on YouTube, how can he DMCA takedown them when he no longer has evidence that he was the original uploader? Like, dude, you deleted your channel. Now you can't even prove to YouTube that you're the original owner of this material. What were you thinking? Just leave the shit up, or like at least on private or something. Yeah.
Clearly, he did not think this through in the heat of passion.
He hasn't been thinking this through for the last 2 years.
This really has been a 2-year battle for him, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and evidently, some guy made a video reviewing his channel, and the guy only said nice things, and Juice Boy DMCA take down his video too. Like, that's the most scumbag shit I can think of. Somebody compliments you and you take down their video, like, by legal force. And the only way they can fight it is if they take you to court. What a fucking dickhead.
How the mighty have fallen.
He became the dirtbag that he tried to warn us all about.
Yeah.
So sad. Juice Boy, I know you're still listening. I hope you're not crying too much. Try to use your tears as lube, though, because maybe then they might be useful. And that's the end of that. That's all I have to say about Juice Boy. What about you, Biggs?
Back to One Piece?
I don't know. Do we have any fan questions to answer, Biggs? You've been on Discord. Have the fans been asking any questions lately?
Not really.
They want to know when you're going to finally paint the wheel so we can do Wheel of Cursed Meals 3.
Hey, I painted it.
It's sitting right there. After this podcast, are you going to actually finish painting it?
We could.
What do you mean we? You could. I'm going to go watch One Piece. You're going to go paint the wheel.
You got to draw the lines.
No, I fucking don't. I'm not doing that.
Why not?
You're the artist. I'm the money man. I pay for all the materials and the food. All you have to do is paint the wheel. It's called contributing.
I don't know what that is. I'm Mexican.
Episode 2, you got 0 points, and then you didn't even do the 24-hour punishment stream. I think your new punishment...
What?
Your new punishment
What?
will be... It was 24 consecutive hours was the original punishment, and you fucked it up. So now your sub-punishment is to paint the fucking wheel so we can do the next goddamn episode.
But I don't want to eat nasty food again. I don't want to be a failure.
We could put your mom's cooking on the wheel. That'd be pretty nasty.
I mean, then there won't be anything to eat.
What, your mom doesn't cook?
No.
How did you eat as a kid? Just McDonald's?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that it?
Have we solidified what's on the next wheel?
Yeah, we did. And we had a whole episode about it.
Oh, yeah.
Did you forget?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it'll be a surprise when I go to write it all down, or paint it, rather.
I have the note card somewhere in my office. I have to find it.
So when are we planning to film this? Because it was supposed to be last month, but then a lot of stuff...
It was supposed to come out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't even posted a Simi and Jimmy video this entire year. So we should probably get on that soon. Maybe Wheel would be a good comeback video, but then again, we might not even get that done for another month anyway, so...
I'm sure there's something we could think of, monkey-wise. Well, simian-wise.
I mean, I'll probably do a monkey box about Kong versus Godzilla. So that could be a video soon. But yeah, Biggs, what do you have planned for the future? What are you going to start posting on this channel? You got some big, nostalgia Biggs videos ready?
I could start my third playthrough of Valheim, and I could, that I have had some people on Discord asking if I would play Valheim with them, and opening a server, like a dedicated server, is only like $10 a month. So maybe I will do a small playthrough with some Discord people.
Okay.
That could be fun.
Yeah, you could stream it or let's play it or whatever the fuck.
I mean, I could stream it. I guess I could upload the VOD. I don't know how many people would really care to watch that.
Who cares? It's free content. If they don't want to watch it, they won't click on it.
True.
I'm subscribed to a lot of channels where like they'll post a certain type of video that I don't care about, and I just don't click on it. And it's fine. And then their next video comes out and I watch that one.
Yeah. I think if I'm streaming it, it doesn't really matter. But the issue with that game is there's a lot of grinding of mining different ores. And that honestly takes like 10 hours.
We have a 56-hour Pokemon Let's Play on this channel that is incomplete.
It's forever incomplete because we quit, remember?
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about a game that requires grinding. We played Pokemon.
Yeah. And most of the grinding was off camera.
Hey, maybe one of these days we'll finish Blaze Black, just for the sake of Blaze, baby Blaze.
We have had people ask, but it's like...
At some point, maybe we will. I'm not saying we're going to start it tomorrow.
No guarantees.
Yeah.
What other games would we play on this channel that you would actually partake in?
I want to play Tone Day. Tone Day. I think, what is that game called?
Didn't we want to play Bully again, or have you played that too many times now?
I mean, we could play Bully, but I don't know how we would. I mean, I tried to get it on Steam to play it with Asperger, and it just wouldn't work. So maybe we have to do it on your computer.
Yeah, potentially.
Or just play it on PS2 and plug it into the...
Yeah, just go to a GameStop and buy it. Oh, wait, they don't have PS2 stuff anymore.
Oh.
We could buy it on like eBay or something, I bet. Yeah, I don't know. This started out as a gaming Let's Play channel, and it became a once-a-month podcast channel. Maybe we should start doing Let's Plays again.
Yeah, we could.
We just need to find games that aren't Spyro.
What is the Tone Day game called? I want to play that.
I don't know. It's in Japanese. How would I know?
And there's a game called Stretch Panic that I thought looked interesting, and I like the music for that game, and I've used their music in some of my videos before. Basically, I'm just naming a bunch of games that would get less than 500 views and would be really hard to find and play, but that's what I'm interested in, really. We could do the other two Spyro Reignited games.
Well, I don't know. A lot of the games I think of are better streaming games because there's a lot of downtime that you can't... I mean, you could record it, but then you're recording for like 6 hours and you have to cut 4 of it, which is kind of stupid. But I know a lot of people kept saying, because we brought up prior that we were going to make you play like either Red Dead or Skyrim, but...
I probably should play Red Dead. I have Red Dead 2 because you gave it to me. We could plug in my PS4 and I could play that.
Yeah.
Isn't the first 2 hours just walking slowly in the snow? Yeah. That sounds kind of boring to watch.
But yeah, see, that's why I'm like, a lot of those games are better streaming games because then it's like people can come and go. And then
we can just rake in all the super chats while we're walking in the snow for 2 hours.
Exactly, and it makes it better for you too, because then you don't have to sit there recording by yourself. You have the chat you could at least interact with, so you're not so lonely.
True.
So
yeah, because you're clearly not going to help with that.
we had this conversation last night at Perkins.
What did we say?
I am not the best conversationalist, all right?
I don't remember saying that last night.
You don't remember that?
We recorded our conversation at Perkins. It was at the beginning of this episode. I was very tired.
I know. he literally, like, before we go, I am not drinking any coffee because I want to sleep tonight. And then the whole time we're there, he's just, like, sitting there like a zombie.
I think I put my head down on the table for a while.
Yeah.
Took a nap while Biggs ate his third plate of pancakes.
Yeah, no, we came to the conclusion that I am terrible at holding a normal conversation.
Well, nobody wants to hear a normal conversation. They want to hear us say the things that will get you canceled. So, what are your top five favorite derogatory terms for people of color? Go. Now, Biggs, when you saw the movie Despicable Me, did you think it was about you?
Yeah, and you know, I kind of got excited for a minute because I thought, you know, there was this process called despicking, and I thought,
what?
I thought maybe I could be despicable.
Is there a process called despicking?
And take away the Mexican side of me, so I could be, you know, a purebred white boy.
How would you despic somebody to become despicable?
Well, see, that's the issue. I came to the conclusion that it's not real, so I'm stuck with being a half-breed the rest of my life.
Kind of like any genders other than the two, am I right? They're not real. High five, my brother. Trump 2024.
There's a reason why they kill themselves at such a high rate.
Who's they?
Transgender people.
No, I was talking about the two genders are male and female. Trans people are actually male and female also. I'm talking about the made-up genders that people who are bored and creative come up with. Transgender, I consider just to be part of the two genders because It seems like it would
True.
be like, does a
'Cause
transgender person
technically-
want to be called a third gender? Because that's kind of fucked up. Like, that's kind of the exact opposite of what they're going for, I think. Wouldn't transgender people be the biggest supporters of there's only two genders?
Which is kind of weird because you would think the LGBT, whatever else is after that, would be against transgender, because the transgender would imply that there's only two and they just got the wrong one, so they want to go to the other side.
Yeah,
And the whole idea of bisexuality, bi meaning two, yeah, they're kind of not making sense here.
I unironically believe that someday, far in the liberal future, the word trans and transgender will be banned. Because you're othering them, right? I'm not even being facetious here. If somebody is a trans man, they were born a biological woman, but they're like, no, I'm actually a man. So now I'm a trans man. I'm going to live as a man, get the surgeries, blah, blah, blah. But why would you want to be called a trans man? Like, if you know you're a man and you want to live as a man, wouldn't you just introduce yourself as a man? Why do we need this trans shit in there? They should just cut that out and say, no, I'm just a man.
Maybe because they're not sure, and that
They are sure. They are sure.
Well, not all of them are. Not all of them are. So my point being, if they keep the trans there, there's still the option of going back.
No, that's the stupidest take you've ever had. That's not... Okay, now he looks sad that
I'm just saying. Maybe,
They don't call themselves trans because they think they'll go back to what they were.
But they do.
No, that's not it. That's not... If you want to be a man, be a man. I don't give a shit. You can be whatever the fuck you want to be. Just don't... You don't need to be a trans
Yeah, but then
man.
here's where you run to this roadblock. You run into the same thing with racism, where it's like, if you start being that guy that says, I don't see race, I don't see color, then they're like, wow, you're not respecting me for my color. You're
True.
a dirtbag.
True, but...
So then you're not respecting them for being trans by calling them a trans man.
No.
You're not accepting the oppression they went through to get to where they are
it's
today.
It's the exact opposite. I respect them as a man so much, I don't even see the trans part. They're just a man. They're just a man.
Exactly.
That's what they want to be seen as. They should be happy about it.
Which is why is it bad to say you don't see race? It's the same idea.
Because black people are really proud of their culture and heritage, and they're like, no, you can't be colorblind. You have to respect me for the big, black, beautiful man that I am. And, they want to be seen for that.
It's the same for trans. If you don't respect the oppression and transition they had to endure, then you're a bigot.
True. I mean, to be fair, the first and only transgender Survivor player of all time just introduced himself as a gay man named Zeke, and I did not know that Zeke was trans until his second season. So, I mean, clearly Zeke did not want to be known as the trans Survivor player, because I didn't even fucking know he was trans until the second time he played, right? And I respect Zeke a shit ton for that, because he was right. He said in his interviews, they're like, why didn't you reveal on the show that you were trans? And he's like, I did not want that to be my story. I did not want to be known as the trans Survivor player. I wanted to be known as Zeke, the Survivor player. And you know what? He is known as Zeke, the Survivor player, because in that first season he was in, he did some really cool shit. He was a great character, and the trans shit wasn't even relevant.
But, I don't know. To me, he seems like the black sheep of the group, because most of the trans people online, that's like the first thing you hear about them is they are trans, and they want you to know that.
Yeah, they shouldn't want you to know that. They should be trying to pass, right? Isn't the idea that I want them to think I'm this?
That would make sense, but that's not their point. They want attention.
Well, now you're just projecting, Biggs, because you want attention so bad.
Oh yes, I want attention so much that I'm just like out there online constantly begging for it.
Yeah. Well, now that Toot is no longer trans, I guess Toot can let us know in the comments if we're on the money with anything we're saying. Maybe Toot will say, Biggs is right. I called myself a trans woman because I thought I might switch back. Maybe you'll be proven right, Biggs. I don't think so.
I mean, if he was sure that they were once a woman, then they would have just said, I'm a woman. But they didn't, and now they're back.
I don't even...
So...
Can we be done? We talked about trans stuff.
We still have 2 minutes.
No, we don't, because we have the 1 minute intro of Perkins and the 1 minute drive home that they're about to hear. They haven't heard that yet. So it's really... But anyway, we talked about trans stuff on Trash Rats.
Can we talk about trains now?
Yeah, we can talk about trains, because I feel like I've been talking about trans issues too much.
I'm about to take the train out of this room because it's getting hot in here.
So take off all your clothes. And as soon as that Tanuki teapot is not revealed to be Odin, you're going to be kissing some part of me that does not have clothes on it, Biggs.
Well, I mean, in today's day and age, we do wear masks. And I did say I wanted to kiss you on the lips. So maybe, depending on where we are, you will have clothes on your face.
Bye, everybody. Here's us driving home from Perkins.
Vroom, vroom.
Hey everybody, so we're driving home from Perkins. Biggs, how many pancakes did you eat?
I ate 7.
7 plates or 7 pancakes?
Yes.
What's your review of Perkins at 1 in the morning pancakes? Go.
My review is once your taste buds stop registering that you're eating pancakes, you should stop eating them. That's what I did.
Should we do all future episodes of this show just recording on my phone while we're in loud environments?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that'd be good, and also it would save us from having to go to the office and like getting crunched up next to the mic.
Oh yeah. It'll be a lot easier to go out into public places than to walk into one of the rooms of my house.
Well, we could also just like record it on the couch while we're watching Malcolm in the Middle.
Next time I have to go take a shit, I'll take the recorder in with me and record, I guess, the plops in the toilet. And so on. Hey, we're home. And that's the end of the podcast. See you guys next week.
They didn't even see us this week.
You're in the thumbnail, eating pancakes.
I just pulled in your grass.
Oh, thanks.